Hey, what's going on, guys? Bot Mentality here, and today I want to jump into some ES Tech and VIX analysis here, as we had some pretty interesting price action develop over the past couple trading sessions. So here's the ES, all right? Let's just look at macro. Let's just talk about this. Let me zoom out here to the daily. Now I'll take it back to the monthly, okay? We had a very huge January was a big slap down from the market, the largest drop we've had since the COVID drop a few years ago. And we pulled back down here into the low 4200s before we got the bounce. We soaked it. Now we're forming an inside bar, okay? We're zooming here on the 180-day, and essentially the only range that matters is all-time highs at 4808, and you're looking at this demand at the 4200. Let's just say 4270, right? As long as we're between 4270 and 4808, we are mid-range, right? If you looked at the 50% retracement, we're trading right around that, okay? Between the high here and the low here. So that being said, on the short-term perspective, we're forming that daily high or low. We can make a daily high or low anywhere over this previous consolidation here around that 4270. We may have made it here. This may be that daily high or low, or we might pull back a little bit more, or we might make it here and push back towards highs. Anywhere between these 2 points is perfectly fine. A lot of people are saying, Amazon, we're extremely fearful into Amazon earnings. And after Facebook earnings, they're like, this is it. We're heading to 4,200. We're going down. And look, so far we soaked the lower wick. So guys, just keep the ranges in mind. Don't get too freaked out. Look at the VIX, okay? If anything, just look at the VIX. We had this huge ramp up, right? Mayday, mayday, mayday. The world is ending. ES flushed into 4,200. And now look, the VIX is all the way back, almost back to consolidation levels. We did have a pop up here today, but look at this. We had a ramp up here into the close. It dumped it after hours, and if we open here or anywhere above 45.20, it's going to open down towards 23, 22.50. Okay, so that's the situation we're in. Yes, there's potential for the market to roll over. Amazon just reported earnings and had a positive response. Beta got bought in the after hours moderately, just bought off the lows. So there's potential for that upside range today. However, that being said, if the ES does break this previous pivot, this 44.65, let's just say 44.60, that is the only support before small 44.35, and then below that, you just wake me up at the low, pretty much. 4,300, wake me up at the low. 4,400 is a small reference, but if we get below 44.31, I think we'd come back and test the low, most likely. So macro, just keep an eye on that previous pivot. That's the long side risk I'd be watching. Currently, we're red. We held the 4,500 pullback, possibility to push over that red to green, head back to that 45.86 high, or before that, the 45.40 supply. That's the ES, okay? Just take a quick look at beta here. I'll give a more detailed analysis in the chat room. Pretty much on beta, as you can see, we had a weak day today heading on into Amazon earnings, but the lows were accumulated. So Apple has the potential to break over its upside channel there on the 176 roughly. Amazon, huge after hours move, has potential to hold that and potentially move higher. A lot of stocks are going to be following that one. AMD got bought off the lows moderately, potential to confirm back towards that 130. You look at NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA, potential, same thing over 250. A lot of accumulation on NVIDIA, and there was a lot of flow on it the past, not today, but the past 3 sessions prior. A lot of bull side flow on that. One thing that's to note on all these beta names, just as easy as they could gap up, if the ES does not hold this 4,500, they could gap down towards this downside channel and then get hit. And pretty much all the names look very similar to that. Facebook, some call flow today that was definitely notable. A lot of $1 million calls, and by a lot, probably like 10 for next week's 240s and 250s. Well, actually 240s, yeah, mainly 240 strikes. So some people looking for this potential for Facebook. If the ES makes a move for that 45.50, Facebook might make a move for 250, right? There were a lot of people firing off for the 250s, 255s, 260s today on the call sweep, so that's something to keep in mind. I don't think we're bearish, guys. We're bearish if we give up this low, 4,200. That looks pretty bad. Then we made a daily lower high and lower low. We're still in the downtrend. Right now, bulls are trying to form that higher low post Amazon earnings after a positive response. So we will see what happens, guys. I don't think there is a reason to panic here. And now I'm looking forward to tomorrow's session. And remember, guys, if you're interested in joining my chat room, there is information in the description box below. There's also a review of my mentorship program if you need a little bit more one-on-one help, guys. And remember to stay focused, developing that bot mentality, which is a trading mentality where you learn to eliminate your emotions so you can trade like a machine, guys.